How you guys doing? This is important in reference to my family history, my mother and father, and my grandparents, and police reports, and treasury documents, and deeds documents, and historic documents of people harassing me, people harassing my grandparents, people harassing my mother and father, people trying to steal land from my mother and father's estates. The U.S. government is obligated to publicize the information in reference to police reports, activities of criminals, and the history and the hate club of people that tried to steal from my mother and father, people that tried to steal from my grandparents, all this information, and back tracing their family history of these people that have tried to steal from my grandfathers, people and grandmothers, and people that stole from my mother and father, and people that are stealing from me. These people have lost in every court case. The U.S. government and the media, international media, has legal right to publicize the identities and activities of these people and the early history of their criminal activities when they tried to steal from my grandfathers and grandmothers. Because see, my mother and father's parents, which are my grandparents, came from wealthy families too. So in reference to these satellite controllers damaging my face and teeth, they have to get prosecuted, whoever they are. They're still hitting me in the mouth. It's attempted murder. These people are not my dentist. These people are terrorists. They've been burning me. They've been hitting me with satellite transmissions. They are sexual predators. They've tried to poach sperm and blood. They tried to steal monies. They tried to steal land. These people must be prosecuted. You better quit hitting me in the mouth. You need to go into court, government man. You think you have a right invading my location? You think you have a right making false suspicions because you're trying to steal sperm? You're going to end up in prison for the rest of your life for stealing my sperm, man. And those children could end up in prison too. And in reference to the activities of these people, the history of their families, whoever these dirty people are, and the generations of their thieves and their family that have held me hostage, people that was involved in the murder of my parents, people that tried to steal my mother and father's estates from me, those people need to get publicized for their criminal activity of who they are. They must get prosecuted for the violations of American policies. You don't have a right damaging my face or teeth. You don't have a right trying to downgrade who I am because you were trying to make some accomplishment of making up a lie to see if you could get away with it. You were trying to make yourself into some criminal type of person, claiming you were trying to be a good person, trying to steal my identity. Or you were trying to play some trick, fooling people, man. You need to go into court. And they need to arrest anybody that tried to make claims to my mother and father's estates except for me. Because I'm the only child. And police records of all these people and their families in the history of America, of the people that's tried to steal my mother and father's estates and my grandparents' estates. America has not bettered itself in reference to procedures of law, because some of these criminals have been terrorizing me for over 40 years since I was a little boy. 40 years plus. And these government people need to get prosecuted for their crimes. The newspapers and the media is obligated, and the documentaries that need to be made in reference to these criminals terrorizing me and stealing from me, they must get prosecuted. These government people tried to make up lies on me, tried to accuse me of things. I don't hang out with their people. I don't do business with their people. I didn't sign no documents with their people. Never. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates, always and forever. And these satellite controllers must get prosecuted for their crimes and mutilations. You better stay out of my face with that satellite. You've been tortured in the mouth with your satellite, man. You've been damaging my teeth. You're violating American dentistry policies, man, which you could end up in prison for the rest of your life. And don't forget, I'm a historic figure of America and some other countries, too. They might even put my picture on some currency money. I'm not sure. Somebody had tried to say something before about that. The satellite man is trying to fold on the ear, too. So I don't know if that's going to happen or not, or maybe they already did. I'm not sure. If they were putting my picture on a $100 bill or something, I'm not sure if they are or if they did or what. But if somebody has any of that information, somebody needs to make a YouTube video about it. Lots of things of importance. And I haven't received any monies from anywhere. Not from any of the governors or mayors or court cases or insurances. And I always countersue anybody anytime somebody tries to slander my character. Or anybody that tries to frame me or tries to make up lies with their tricks of mistaken identity. These people have tried to murder me several times with their games of trying to play mistaken identity. I don't hang out in those kinds of places where people do bullshit, man. I don't hang around drug addicts. I don't hang around people that do things like that. So when you tried to claim you thought you tried to play this game claiming you thought I was in some other location where somebody was doing something and you tried to frame me, you can get prosecuted, man. You can get put on trial for execution or life in prison. You don't have a right always sitting there trying to mistake my identity for a bunch of criminals or anything, man. I don't hang out with criminals. You don't have a right accusing me of nothing, man. And every time you tried to claim fabricating or slandering on me, trying to fabricate suspicions, you must get arrested for your lies and your illegal brutality and your police brutality, illegal profiling. What class do you come from, man? Every cop in America, every cop in America has to sign a document in reference to who I am and who my parents are. DNA information is documented. And they have to sign documents in reference to what class I come from. Super rich, 1% of the 1%. Is that not true? Look up that information. Reference to my birth name and my biological parents. Biological parents and grandparents. World protocols in the media of my identity 24 hours a day, man. It's never missed a day either. It's been there every single day since I was born.